Hello everyone. Let us look at a super cool feature in Power Query called column from examples. Now we do have something similar in Excel as well, which is called flash fill, where you press Ctrl E and the sample that you have given is used to generate an entire column of results. I do have a video on YouTube where I have explained the difference between flash fill on Excel and column from examples on Power Query. And from that video, you can learn in much more detail what the subtle differences are. But let us see right now how column from examples work. Now, let us say we have the ship mode column, and I want to create a new column on the basis of this column. But we want to slightly change the value. So rather than saying first class, we would like to say first underscore class. Now, if you think of it in terms of a function or a formula, it is not very difficult, but it will require a little bit of effort to replace the space with an underscore. Let us see how I can use column from examples here. So there are two options. Either you do right click and add column from examples, or I can also go to add column, and the first option we have is column from examples. So I'm going to do a right click and then add column from examples. So it opens a new column, which is column 1. And this is a preview. So I can essentially write what we want. So I'm just going to give a sample called first underscore class. Now nothing seems to happen, but I can give another sample. So I can say second underscore class. And you notice that it automatically understands what my requirement is, and it is able to give us the result and also write a formula for us. So it says text.replace, and in the ship mode column, it's replacing the blank between the two words with an underscore. How cool is that? Now, you could have learned the formula and written it yourself, but then why would you? For all these basic text operations, you can use column from examples as well. Let's take another example. Let's say I wanted FC, and then here I'm writing SC. So you notice it is able somewhat to give you the result, but it's not working perfectly. Like in this one, if I write SD, again you notice the answer seems to be coming, but the remove function that it has used, right, probably might not be the one that you want, even though it is working. It's essentially removing all the lowercase characters. So it's not really something you can customize. The formula will come in terms of its own understanding, but you can always use it a little bit and then modify it further. Let's take another example. What if I reverse it? What if I say class space first? Here also I'm writing class space and second. Again, works beautifully. It's quite a complex formula. Text.combine, text.end, text.reverse, text.middle. But the answer comes. But you have to be careful. If you notice, it's not coming perfectly. Look at this one. That's where you have to be a little observant. Don't rely on it blindly. But here if I say day space same, right? Now you notice, works perfectly. Now I don't really have much advice to give you other than the fact that the tool is fantastic. You should definitely make it a part of your arsenal, but spend a lot of time with it. With very simple things that you do, it will work perfectly. But for more complex requirements, you will have to be very careful in terms of the order of suggestions that you're giving, the number of suggestions you're giving, and try and understand how Power Query is able to read your expectations and translate it into an output. It's worth the effort, but it's not something you can learn just in one day. You do have to spend a lot of time with it and try to, like I said, understand how is it interpreting your input and converting it into an output. I do have a video where I explain how to use this and flash fill on Excel in much more detail. The link has been shared on the PowerPoint as well.